Good evening. My name is Betsy Bishop. I am the president of the Vermont Chamber of Commerce, and I would like to welcome all of you to the 49th Annual Citizen of the Year dinner. Tonight, we will honor Antonio Parmelo for all of his great work and honor him as our Citizen of the Year. As we begin to get started this evening, I would like to introduce Governor Shumlin to come up to the podium and kick off this evening's festivities for our grant awardee. Governor?
Thank you so much, Betsy. It's such an honor to be here with the Vermont Chamber community, the business community that makes jobs happen in the state. A lot of dignitaries that will be mentioned. I'm honored to be here with Governor Jim Douglas and his wonderful wife, Dorothy. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My partner in crime, Lieutenant Governor Phil Scott, thank you for joining us, and so many others. You know, Betsy's a little mad at me. For those that I know, I saw some of you at the other Chamber's dinner just a few days ago, and you're double dipping like me. And I did point out, and I made very clear, that I think the Lake Champlain Regional Chamber of Commerce is the best regional Chamber of Commerce in Vermont. But it is such an honor to be at the best state Chamber of Commerce gathering in America. So let's hear it for the Vermont Chamber. And to Betsy Bishop and the staff that she works so hard, to the board of directors that makes all the job success possible because of your good work. I know that Mark has the good judgment of not doing it for a second year. I don't think they'll let you, right, because you'll figure them out. But thank you, Mark, for your extraordinary service. I know John Valenti's taken over as chair of the board, but let's give it up to the Vermont Chamber and to the board members who work so hard to make it happen. I want to say a word about our honoree tonight, Tony Parmelo. And I know that's why we all came here. You know, you gotta shoot a bear before you skin it. It's true. And what I can say about Tony is Vermont doesn't make him any better than Tony Parmelo, period. I'm also delighted to see his family here tonight, to see Ernie and the kids and the grandkids. And I'm particularly glad to see them tonight because there's a little family fight going on. We all have our family issues, but I thought I'd talk a little bit about theirs and share them with you. I didn't know if you know that actually Ernie never really moved away from home. He lives right on the lawn there. And Tony's exuberance for Christmas lights is great if you're not his nearest neighbor. But what gets Tony Parmelo the most excited, believe it or not, is not making more money every year than he made the year before, which he announced to me very on in our relationship. And that's a heck of an accomplishment for any business person, and we got a room full. But it's actually to get more, bigger, better, brighter Christmas lights on his lawn. And that's fine. Let's hear it for his ability to do that, except that Tony can't sleep. He's got light deprivation. You think the wind opponents are worried about the noise. Go over to Ernie's house and try to get some sleep. The blinking lights, the electricity is being drawn down. So he has actually appealed to the mayor. No, he has. To have, isn't that true, to have that last one he put up that he's most excited about, you want that one taken down. Is that fair to say? So anyway, let's hear it for Tony's love of Christmas lights. It doesn't get any better than that. But on a serious note, I want to tell you why we love him so much. I want to start with the fact that Vermont has the best National Guard in America and the most dedicated troops. And in conflict after conflict, as we fight for our freedom, for the best democracy ever invented by human beings, it's our troops that make the ultimate sacrifice. And as our friends from the military and the Guard will tell you, both in and out of uniform tonight, there's no one who does more for our Vermont troops than Tony Parmelo. And he's done it every single day of his successful career. And I know Governor Douglas joins me, and former governors join me in saying this without equivocation: our greatest responsibility as governor is when we see our brave men and women in Vermont off to fight for our freedom. And in the last two conflicts, we've sent more Vermonters per capita than any other state in the country. And what we know about them is that we give them comfort when we promise them that we're going to take care of their families while they're away. And I got to tell you that the reason that we can say that with confidence is because Tony has year after year, very quietly, led the effort to fulfill our commitment to have the financial resources through the family fund to take care of the people who are left behind, the family members that care so deeply about their loved ones, but don't often lose their biggest breadwinner and can't pay the oil bill, can't take care of having the driveway plowed, can't get food on the table for the kids. It's because of Tony's commitment to the troops, not just the parties, not just the appreciation, all the resources he puts there, but the dollars that go to the families that need them when they need them, that Tony fills our heart with joy. So thank you, Tony Parmelo, for that, your commitment to our troops. And there's another piece to this. When you are successful in business, and I know we all hope that one day we're going to be as successful as Tony Parmelo, what you know is that you can use that success in two ways: to enrich yourself or to enrich your state and to enrich your neighbors and your friends. And Tony's chosen the second path. He says to me often, you know, I don't understand people who make their fortune here and then go file as residents of some other state because they don't want to give back to the state that made them. And I think that's his commitment to Vermont, to his neighbors, to our troops, to family members, to the folks who lost so much in Irene, to being sure that he takes care of those who took care of him and his family, is really the example of how to be an entrepreneur and how to be a citizen. And that's why you're our Citizen of the Year. So, Tony, I'm honored to be able to make a few comments about how proud we are of you, how much it means to me, and I know every Vermonter, that you keep getting up every day, going to work, making great things happen so that you can take care of those that we need to help. And I got to say, that is why we are so honored to be here tonight with you. So I am going to bless you with another 100 years to make a difference for all Vermonters, and we look forward to great adventures together. Congratulations to our Citizen of the Year, Tony Parmelo.
Thank you, Governor. In a few moments, you will meet your MC for the evening, John Sonic. He's been a good friend and a former colleague of Mr. Pomerleau, and he will be the one to guide us through this evening's festivities. But first, we're going to take a short break for a photo opportunity with the governor and Mr. Pomerleau, and I'm going to have you enjoy your salads, and we'll be right back at you.